Good morning. While you're on your road to your destiny, why not be the best you by following my basic principles to build your best life? Because you got the power. Yes, yes, yes. You have the power. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good Saturday morning, first day of August. Can you believe it? This year is rolling along. I am so glad that you have tuned in this morning as we continue on our journey, realizing you've got the power. You've got it. And I hope those that follow me resonated on all the topics that we had during the month of July, and you are still following those things, remembering that you're number one. Your life matters. You got that affirmation. You're doing it every day. That you remember that you're listening, you're focused, you're trying to do things that will enhance your life and being the best you that you can be. Well, it's August, but you still got the power. So we are moving right along. And this morning, our topic is changing. And I am sure you all know that the world is constantly changing. As the earth revolves and rotates all at the same time, everything around us is changing as well. Technology, things that's happening in the media, new discoveries. The earth is shifting, the faults are shifting. We have a lot of things that are going on. So to become a better person, you have to change things in your life as well. Changing what you do, how you do it, and who you do them with. Remember we talked about that. Who do you have in your space? All those things impact your life. Hopefully you are moving in a positive direction. If you have been listening, I have been giving you those basic principles that will ensure, if you listen and follow them, that you are moving in the right and a positive direction. Again, change is constant, and therefore it is important that you self-improve on a constant basis. So as everything around you is changing, you must change as well. Because how many of you know, if you do the same things all of the time, you're going to get what? The same results. I can recall, taking a class a couple years ago, and I was on a team, of course, so we had to type our own portion of what we were responsible for and then send it to the team captain, and then he was going to put everything together. Well, being a little seasoned, my Word document looked a little different than everybody else's, and I've been doing it this way since day one, since I started using, trying to think what came before Word. Can't even remember. I know Lotus 123 was before Excel, but anyway, whatever. I've always typed the same way, and that is when you end a sentence, you space twice. All had always done that. And he asked me, "Whoa, what is this double spacing? Is that something new?" And of course, I had no idea what he meant because I had always double spaced. I was like, okay, you double space after you finish a sentence. Well, of course, after I was completed communicating with him, I had to do some research. I had to find out what is going on. What I found out is because I learned to type on a typewriter. The way we were taught to type on a typewriter, at the end of a sentence, you spaced twice. Well, those who learn how to type on a computer didn't learn that way. It was just one space. So not having to learn how to type once computers came into play, that was something that I never learned. And although people constantly saw documents that I wrote, no one ever questioned it. Nobody ever said anything, and I didn't notice that other spacing from other people was different. So you have to stay constant and relative. And even though there's not something that is broadcast in the news, or someone at the college or the high school or on your job points out this is a new process, blah, blah, blah. You have to do some work yourself. You have to do research. You have to read. That's why reading is so important. Like, I am a Danielle Steele fan, diehard fan. So I do read her novels. However, it is important also that I read other type books. I can't just read Danielle Steele because I'm going to get those feel-good, emotions going on. But I am not going, well, I can't say that I don't learn anything because I do learn different things from her books. However, you have to read the Eighth Habit by Covey. You have to read I drew a blank. From Good to Great. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You have to read those type books that are going to give you insight to what's going on in the world, what things are changing. You have to read books on finance, books on politics. I'm not a person that's into politics, but there are certain things that you need to know and to be able to understand in order to be able to make a great decision when it's time to vote. You cannot just go to the poll and, okay, I'm a Republican, so I'm going to vote for all Republicans, or I'm a Democrat, I'm going to vote for, all Democrats. I'm an independent, so I'm just going to go eeny, meeny. You have to know what is going on in the government, what are the key issues, what, some of the items you have to vote on is yes or no. You have questions about conservation, the blueprints, footprints. You have all type questions. So if you're not knowledgeable of what's going on in the world, you can't make a knowledgeable decision when you're voting. You're just voting. So that's why reading is important. So it's okay to read the Harry Potters, the Danielle Steeles, James Patterson, Ann Fisher, whomever, because they are excellent writers. But get some of those meat, some of those good topics. And let's see. Can I recommend some good books for you here? Since I drew a blank, The Aladdin Factor, that's by Jack Canfield. He's the soup guy. That was a great read. I mentioned The Eighth Habit, and my books are not in order. Those are just the recent ones I read. But there are many, many books out there that will help you as you move along to build your best life. And that is one of the key elements of learning. Because if you're not reading anything beyond halftime, Bob Buford, Celebration of Discipline, that's a Christian book, but that will grow you spiritually. It is an excellent book. Staff and Organizations Platform, Get Noticed in a Noisy World by Micah Hyatt. So these are just some of the books that you can get to help you as you try to learn and develop yourself. Remember, it's not up to others. We have to make changes ourselves in order to grow. So it's not up to your parents to always say, well, this is what you need to read, but they can give you that guidance. It's not up to your professors, because they are going to give you those books that are related to the course that you're taking. They're not going to give you extra books, but in life you need books on finance, you need books on economics, again you need books on the government, politics, and anything that will help you as you try to develop to be a better person and a better you. So as we start out this month, we're in the middle of dog days. It is extremely hot here in Florida. I don't know about other parts of the world, but as we go through this season, let us remember that the world is ever changing, and we must change right along with it. We got to stay above the curve. We don't want all the changes to be up here, and we're here struggling, trying to figure out what's going on. We want to know what's going on. We even want to know what's coming. You know, if you read a lot, you can find out, what they're doing research on, what they're trying to come up with, because I know some of you techie type people out there, way in advance when Samsung and Apple are gonna come up with new phones, what the cameras will do, and all of this kind of stuff. So you're on top of that. So you have to be on top of anything else that's going to help develop you. Good morning, Peggy. Thanks for tuning in. So just remember, in a changing world, you have to change as well, and you want to be on top of those changes, and that way you can share with others and help others. But we are striving to be the best that we can be, so we can build a better life, so that we can help others. That's the goal, along with being better. When you're better, then you can show others how to be better. So I hope that this topic this morning was helpful. I'm asking that you please like this, add any comments, and of course, please share. Share, because we want others to be able to get the information. They may have, the world is busy and people are doing other things. So please share this video so that others can watch it later, because we want everybody to know that it is important to change. And for your parents that may have forgotten, here in Jacksonville, Florida, that are members of St. Paul Church of Jacksonville, Bishop John Guns, we are celebrating our family experience beginning this week. So if you have not gotten up and gotten out, the Ark Ministry and Fireside Ministry will be at the church until 11 a.m. this morning, and they will be there again tomorrow from 9 to 11 to give out the oil for anointing. I am praying for our children on Tuesday virtually as well. The Ark is giving out their painting materials for painting with a twist that they will be doing on Thursday. And Fireside is giving out, I believe, something for the young ladies as well. So parents, don't forget that. And again, share. And if you have to go ahead and look at this from the beginning, it will be out on my Facebook page, Build Your Best Life. So, as always, don't forget, this is a good time to purchase Build Your Best Life as a gift for graduates and those who are going back to school, parents, grandparents, mentors, coaches. This is a good read for our youth and college age and young adults that are going back to school, getting prepared for school. This is basic principles that will help them and put them above the others. So if you will DM me, I will give you the information to get your autographed copy. It is something that you won't regret that they read. Since we were talking about books and reading, it is a very helpful tool for everyone. So again, I thank you. I look forward to being with you on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have some exciting guests that will be on my platform during the month of August and September. So stay tuned for that information. Look at the guest events that I have out on my Build Your Best Life page as well. So remember, as you travel on the road to building a better life, there will be distractions, pitfalls, rough terrain, and detours. Don't let these negative aspects of your journey stop you. Though they may slow you down, you can keep going to be a better you so that you can build your best life. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day. See you next week.